Okay, my YouTube people, this is about a 2022 CVO Street Glide steering lock problem. Apparently Harley's having a lot of problems with any of their bikes that have the steering lock, and what guys are doing is going into the software and deleting the steering lock feature. But the only way that they can delete that steering lock feature is that the bike recognizes that the steering lock is unlocked. So if it's saying unlocked or open, then they can go into the computer and do what they need to do to delete this feature. All the schematics are online. You just Google whatever bike you have, put Harley wiring diagrams, and Harley has the diagrams right online. Now everything with this bike is CAN BUS. I don't have a CAN BUS scanner, and to be honest, I've never really worked on CAN BUS. Some of what I'm going to tell you is my theory and with how things work just by looking at other circuits on this bike. On this particular bike, the system is saying lock the bike, and the guy's not able to get it unlocked. Now this all takes place in this BCM module. That's part of the CAN BUS link. What he wants to do is fake the system out into thinking that it's unlocked, and then they can go in and flash this BCM module and delete that feature. This is the best way I can figure out how to do it, so follow along. Now, this isn't my normal forte, but this guy's in New Zealand, and he's saying it's going to take 3 months for them to get the part, and that the part's $1,200. So, here's the fork lock as part of the schematic. I have that drawn out here on this page. So what you're looking at is there's an A, B, C, and D wire. The A wire is the unlock wire, and that's a tan with a red tracer. The B wire is the lock wire, and that's a tan with an orange tracer. Now the one thing I want to say about this is there's a lock and unlock relay, and this not only goes to the steering, but it goes to the saddlebags too. The C wire is the fork lock signal that goes back to that BCM module. That wire is a violet with a brown tracer, and that goes to C2 on that BCM module. But this is a signal that comes off the relay that either tells it to unlock or lock. I believe that when that happens, that this going back to that BCM module will go to the proper state to tell the BCM module what state it's in. So they only have one wire going back to that BCM module. So I believe that if this is at a plus voltage, it tells it it's locked, and if it's at a ground voltage or a low voltage, then it's telling it's unlocked. And then again, this is system power. This is just 12 volt power off this fuse. So here's that BCM module, and it's right here, C2, and that says fork lock now, and it's a violet with a brown tracer, and there's no other connections to that wire all the way out to the fork lock. So here's the wiring of the unlock relay and the lock relay, and I mainly want to focus on the unlock relay. For the relay coil, this black wire is ground, so you don't have to fool with that at all. This tan with a green tracer, this comes off the BCM module, and that signal, when that gets a plus voltage, it's either 5 volts or 12 volts, that tells this coil to fire, and that comes directly off the BCM module. The next one is this red with a blue tracer, and this red with a blue tracer wire is power straight off the fuse. You can see both relays show that 12 volt power. Now that 12 volt power is on this contact, this black wire is ground, so when you fire this coil, it pulls this switch down and it puts that 12 volts through this relay onto this tan red wire. When we go back to the fork lock and unlock, there's that tan red wire, and you can see down here this dot signifies a connection. That connection goes to both saddlebags on a different sheet on this drawing. How is it that this guy accomplishes tricking the system into thinking it's unlocked? First thing I would do is pull this lock relay out of the bike, so that doesn't come into play at all. Then I would put a jumper from pin 30 to pin 87, and then put positive power on this tan wire with the red tracer. The other way you could do it is just come straight off the battery and put it right there. But you could pull both these relays and then just put a jumper from 30 to 87. Now I'm not sure why over here it's 5 and 3 and 3 and 5, but If you put this 12 volt power over to that tan, that will cause all the locks to unlock. When you tell all the locks to unlock, I believe this C wire, it's a violet with a brown tracer, will go to the proper voltage to tell the BCM computer that the bike is unlocked. Then this gentleman thinks that they can flash the computer to eliminate it altogether, and then he'll be able to ride his bike without having to buy an expensive module. So I hope this helps anybody dealing with this problem. I haven't put my hands on one of these bikes, nor do I want to at all. I'm all about my old bikes. If you're watching my channel, you already know that. But anyway, I've been asked a couple of CAN bus questions. The other question I was asked was about a CAN bus ignition system. And I will have that video up here at the end of this video, and you can click on that and learn more about the CAN bus. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the least you can do for all this free information.